Hi, my name is Attorney Walter Rudolph Hnot III. We're doing the top 200 questions that you're likely to hear in your Social Security disability hearing. Let's go on to number 15. Do you have a driver's license, library card, heavy equipment license, company license, chemical license, hunting license, etc.? This is where the judge gets specific because they've already read your record and they're trying to figure out exactly what you've got. And the reason why is they know you have something at this point. They know you likely have some sort of license. They read about something where you enjoy hunting. They read about something where you used to handle large, heavy equipment. And that's Sweetie right now chewing the chair underneath me. She's an amazing little chubby dog. So what I'm going to go ahead and do here is kind of tell you why they're doing this. They've already looked at your work history. They've already looked at the fact patterns provided by the doctors where the doctors talk about what you do for hobbies. And now what they're trying to figure out is what level of doing it do you do? Because they're trying to see if you're still doing that in some way. So if they're going to be asking you about, well, did you get any chemical licenses for your driving? Did you get any special heavy equipment licenses to work that crane? You know, they're going to be looking at all of those things because those higher licenses allow it to bump up your SVP capabilities so long as you did that sort of job, which means that SVP specific vocational preparations goes from numbers 1 to 9. 1 is a short demonstration to learn how to do a job. 9, NASA, super rocket science, which is actually becoming much more straightforward and simple, and people are like, it's not as big of a deal. But the bottom line is rocket science is like a 10+ year thing to learn. That's like an SVP 9. There's not a whole lot of those. So the bottom line is that they're looking to see where in that spectrum of how long it takes to learn that job you fit with these licenses, because it helps them understand specifically what you were allowed to do, what clearance you were allowed to go ahead and work with, And she just bit a big piece off that chair. Hey, what are you doing? You're so stink. I know, you're chubby. You're so chubby. Alright, behave. So you got to understand that when it comes down to the whole interaction with this system, they're trying to figure out where you were on the scale of operations. So let's take a basic thing to kind of like just put it into your mind as to what it all means. So let's say that you are on a film set, right? And the lowest position you have on the film set is sweeper. That's the person who sweeps stuff up. And then the highest position on a film set would be like, director, or somebody who does all the fireworks, firearms and fireworks and, explosives and things like that. So in that basic instance, you're looking at, okay, well, how much time did they have to learn to do these things? What special licenses and or permits do they have? And because, when it comes down to like, is somebody just handling, something small at that job, at that corporation? Or are they handling something big and they've got to be able to handle multiple different aspects of the entire process? All right, so just think of it like that. Anyways, my name is Attorney Walter Rudolph Hnot III. Sweetie is eating my chair as I sit here. I'll catch you a little bit later and have an absolutely wonderful day. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.